Hey, what's going on, everyone? I am back. Today is August the 6th, 2022. Let's talk about what we're going to get into today. It's going to be about Kadena. We're going to try to figure out whether or not this particular rally is going to continue. You guys can see that the market in Kadena has been in a fantastic upward move. Well, can we see it continue? Because if so, then we want to make sure that we are still in position to win off of the move. So everyone, if today's your first time ever coming to my videos, welcome. This is HueFin, also known as HueFin News. I conduct price predictions. I give you all the news according to the charts way before the price actually gets in position so that we can win. So to those who want to join me, you can do that by hitting the like button, sharing, and also subscribing here to the channel. Tap that bell notification as well, only if you're interested in learning how to do this for yourself and not be dependent on myself or anyone else to try to give you a heads up as to where market is going to go. You guys can see that I've done the video in Kadena all the way back on July the 15th. So for me to see the market in Kadena trade around $2.12 right now, I am not surprised. I expected that the price was going to go higher anyway. And you guys can see that we really didn't take much time for us to get our ultimate TP price out. We did the video on the 15th of July and it only took 4 days, July the 19th, before we actually tagged out that 18, almost 20% move higher. You guys can see it right there. Now, if I were to get out the market today, right now where the price currently is closing at, that's 35%, almost 35.25% movement higher since July the 15th. Simple. Now let's go ahead and take that away because there's a couple of things I want to talk about and show you all regarding what's expected to happen into the market in Kadena. Now, first things first, you guys can see that the market has actually broken out of this downtrend. So I'm going to zoom out this price chart and you all can see that Kadena was keeping its price well below this downtrending line which I've created. Well, here we are today. The market in Kadena actually is now trading outside of it. And one of the things I wanted to show you all is that it took these 2 days right here, July the 31st and August the 1st, with all of this volume. It took all of this volume for the market in Kadena to break outside of this downtrend line, which is fantastic because it tells us that the buyers were willing to accept all of the selling that it took for it to break outside of this downtrend line. That's great. And not only that, following August the 1st, you guys can see on the 2nd, the 3rd, even on August the 4th, the market was still being inundated with selling. But right there on August the 5th, you all can see it. The market still went higher. So generally, what I'm seeing into the market in Kadena is still the ability of the market trying to move higher. The buyers are still willing to allow price to move up. The sellers are not really impacting the movement higher in Kadena right now. So let's go ahead and revamp this price chart. We need to revamp it because the situation has changed. The market here in Kadena is no longer in a downward move. So we can go ahead and cut that out. So now our attention is going to be focused in on Kadena running across some sellers around these particular areas. We need to focus in on the market in Kadena right around these particular areas to see whether or not buyers are still willing to buy up the selling around $2.40, maybe to $2.60. Okay, that's going to be our whole point for today's video. Because if the buyers are willing to accept the selling, then it lets us know that the buyers are still controlling the market and that Kadena will continue to trend higher, just like this trend line is, right? So we're still in an upward trend into the market in Kadena. Don't let no one come in and try to fool you. The chart is not lying to us. Charts don't lie. We simply need to follow the chart. So right now, the market currently is still a little bullish. All right, so let's go ahead and look at this real quick. I want us to look in on this area right here because the market in Kadena actually is running across some restriction right here. Okay, so let me go ahead and create this restriction line in the market in Kadena. You guys can see it's right there around $2.20 because on July the 31st and August the 1st, the buyers could not trade price above $2.20. So that's an issue. We are currently trying to break above that level right now today, with the market in Kadena being up 1.25%. Will they be successful? Let's try to see. Let's look at Kadena then on the 2-day chart. Okay, we got 8 hours and 9 minutes left on this current 2-day price bar. You guys can see it looks pretty good. Very good spread. The market is closing at the high of the bar. That tells us that there's still some willingness of the buyers to try to break price above $2.20. That is good. This is Kadena on the 3-day chart. Here it is again. We got 1 day and 9 hours left on this current 3-day price bar. And I will tell you this. If the market in Kadena closes the way that this current 3-day price bar looks, I will be looking for the market to break above 220. It's just that simple. Kadena on the 5-day. Okay. Again, we have 2 days and 9 hours left on this current 5-day price bar, but the market is decent. So the only issue that I'm seeing right now in Kadena is that we have to cross this hurdle first. So if we don't see price in Kadena breaking above $2.20, I'm telling you right now, we know why. It's because there's a lot more sellers positioned at 220 than there are buyers willing to buy it. So that's the risk right there. We're looking at it right now. The market's already telling us what you need to be prepared for and what could possibly happen. So let's look at this on the weekly chart real quick, because currently I do like what's going on. This is the weekly chart right now in Kadena. It looks good. The volume is heavier. Well, it's about the same as last week's, but the spread is a lot smaller. So that's telling me that we still have ample amount of opportunity, ample amount of energy to try to allow this market in Kadena to run up. Okay. So let me go ahead and drop this on the chart real quick. I'm going to go ahead and put on my price prediction because I still suspect that Kadena is going to move higher. All right. Now my attention is going to be focusing on like $2.50 first. That is going to be my first price target in Kadena. And then $3 is going to be next. Okay. So let's go ahead and put this on the chart. Show you all what I think the market in Kadena is going to do. And I'll tell you one other thing. As long as the price in Kadena stays elevated above that ascending line, we already know the price is going to go up. Okay, so that's the first thing. As long as Kadena's price trades above this line, we already know we're going to go higher. Now, under the premise that it doesn't, let's say that Kadena breaks this ascending line, what would be the next level of support? Let me show it to you. The next level of support is, I would say, it's going to be around $1.80 down here towards $1.75, give or take. Okay, I'll even take $1.70. So let me take this down to $1.70. All right, so that's only under the pretense that the market in Kadena is to break this current ascending line. Okay, if we still see the market in Kadena hold $1.70, then we're going to continue to expect the price to run up and go higher. Okay, now that first price target is going to be $2.50. Okay, that's the first price target, and the third one is going to be around $3. Let me just run up to $2.80. Let me get rid of this ascending line. We already know where our first problem is going to be, is at $2.20. So let me extend that out, because I want you all to understand that the market in Kadena, if it continues to get rejected on this horizontal line, then we know that the market is massively weak and we will expect the price to go down. It's just that simple. So I want to extend that out so you all can see it there too. Okay, so let me go ahead and cut this one out too. And I wanted to show you, this is it. I'm done. It's your turn. Let me know. Give me your price prediction, your price target for Kadena. How do you think the market's going to trade as we trade throughout the rest of August, heading into September? I wanted to show you all what I think. I've told you as well. So now it's your turn. Let me know. Make sure you maintain the profitability. And as always, trade different.